Hello and welcome to Naruto Part 2 Character Tier List. I'm planning on making two types of tier list videos for Shippuden, making the character one right now, and then in a few days I will be making the arc one. This character one is about personal enjoyment. This is not about a character who's the strongest, and it's not about the character who goes through the most development. This is just, that's what I'm gonna take into account, but this tier list is gonna be who is my favorite as a character, and who I enjoy seeing on the screen personally. So it seems like we have some of these pictures are from later episodes I have seen. Right now, if you're wondering, I just watched an OVA for Naruto becoming the Hokage. So I'm basically at Boruto. So few of these pictures are from that OVA, I think. And I saw Anko in chapter 700. I actually read the chapter, and Anko, I don't know what they do to her. She is super fat now. I guess happens, you know. So yeah, we're gonna start from the first one, which is Shikamaru. This is the older Shikamaru. Doesn't really matter if it's older or not. But Shikamaru is going to 8 tier for me, because Shikamaru had his own arc, basically. If you remember Hidan and Kakuzu. And I really enjoyed that arc. I think it was from like episode 70 something up to like episode 90. Azuma's death for Shikamaru was so like scarring, and it was good to see like Shikamaru becoming stronger after Azuma was gone, you know. The next character is Temari. We didn't see much. I think we saw Temari more in Ouchi or part 1. Temari was in the 4th Shinobi War also, but she didn't really do much. So I'm gonna put her. So I'm not like rating. I'm rating only Shippuden right now. I'm rating part 2. I'm not taking part 1 into account. So I'm gonna put Temari onto C tier. Choji. I think Choji can go to P tier with Ino. I personally like Shikamaru a lot. But I don't wanna put them into the A tier because I love Shikamaru a lot more than Choji and Ino. Ino was actually like at the start, and also in OG, Ino was super useless. But in the 4th Shinobi War, Ino actually was one of the MVPs because of the communication thing. Then we have, let's see.
One eternity later.
That's one of the Cloud Village gang. Kamui. What's her name? I forgot her name. God damn it. Anyway, she's going to T tier. Sai. I liked Sai a lot. Sai was one of my favorites in the second arc. He made it really good, so I think Sai is going to A tier. Then we have Kiba. Like I said, Kiba had no screen time with Shina. They both had no screen time, basically. I think Shina was even shown more in fillers than it was shown in canon. Also, this is about canon arcs, because I haven't seen all of the fillers, so I'm not taking like fillers into account. Kurenai, she was more like there in the background. She was more there for Shikamaru and Asuma, so I'm putting her on D tier. Also, she tried to use Genjutsu on Itachi, even though that was in part 1. I still won't forget that. Asuma is going on to B tier with Choji and Ino. Neji was cool. On to P tier? Yeah, I think he belongs into P tier with, Ino and Choji. I think, yeah, he was definitely had more screen time than Shino and Kiba combined. So now we have Rock Lee, I think. Yeah, this is Rock Lee, because Kai Sensei is here. Rock Lee is going also on P tier. Rock Lee gave a lot of comedic relief to the show with Kai Sensei. They can both go into P tier, actually. They both gave a lot of comedic effect to the show, and I really appreciate that. So Naruto is the first S tier, and he's the backbone of the show, and I kind of like his ninja way. Never back down from your word. It's like you have to keep your promises. It reflects back in your like real life. Like you can follow his ninja way in real life. Never break a promise, basically. Okay, 10-10, you're going F tier. You know why? Because 10-10 had like a few scenes. When they first got introduced to 10-10 in part 1, I think it was episode 21, her, Neiichi, and Rock Lee, they were all introduced to the audience. And she kind of looked like this badass that is gonna be a real threat to Naruto in the Chunin exams. And it wasn't actually, yeah, it wasn't true. Like, Tenten was just dead weight. So we have Inoichi. We have Shikaku, and Choji's dad. I'm sorry, Shosa, right? Liked Shikaku the most. I really enjoyed seeing Shikaku more on the screen than those two. So I'm gonna put Shikaku higher because of that. But it's going on to also C tier. He's probably going to be the 8th or 9th Hokage in the future in Boruto, but he just, I mean, he did give some comedic relief in part 2. He also fought one of the Banes. That was nice. Hashirama is definitely on A tier. The strongest shinobi who ever lived, right? I mean, Madara did call Kai-sensei the strongest, but that was only because Kai-sensei opened his 8th gate. Like I said, Kai-sensei might be the strongest, but he can only use his strongest power once. Hashirama also gave a lot of comedic relief in the show. And yeah, I liked him a lot. Madara, on the other hand, is going on S tier. A lot of you might disagree and say, like, why would you put Madara there? But at first, I didn't think much of Infinite Tsukiyomi. A lot of people would choose to be there, in my opinion. A lot of people would want to be there. And I realized that after talking to you guys on YouTube and Discord that, and then I realized myself, like, if I had a choice, I might accept it. To live a perfect world in a dream. It's a fake reality, but still. Also, he had really badass scenes with fighting in episode 322 and the meteor, and he was just the strongest. And then he just died because of Kaguya. Or he didn't actually die. Madara actually turned into Kaguya, right? Some stuff like that, right? With Black Setsu and stuff, yeah. But yeah, I really liked seeing Madara on the screen, and I really liked seeing Madara fight, and I kinda agreed with, his motives and philosophy. Philosophy? Is that even a word?
Philosophy.
Philosophy, yes, there we go. Philosophy, thank you. Tobirama, who was Hashirama's brother. I'm gonna put him a tier lower than Hashirama. He made a lot of like forbidden jutsus. Like every jutsu he made, Hashirama was like, no, that's gonna be forbidden. Shadow Clone, nope. Reanimation, nope. Get that shit out of here. Like that's what it was, right? He was the one who made Konoha pretty great. And Danzo wanted to make it great again, but then he failed. Yeah, because of Tobirama, I think we have like Chunin exams and stuff like that. He made great advancements in the ninja world. Tsunade is going on A tier. Tsunade is awesome. The granny, like him. Her. Yeah, then we have Kyuubi. Kyuubi is also going on A tier. He was the villain living inside Naruto, but then step by step he started to like Naruto and started to trust him more and more. Shizune for me goes on to C tier. I know that she was just an assistant of Tsunade, but yeah, like she wasn't. I didn't think much of her. She was just there, I guess. Hinata. B tier, the waifu. Then we have Kamakimchi. Kimchi. I have to try that like 1,000 times. T. Kinda like the exact copy of Kamapunta. Kara.
A few inches later.
If you don't take part 1 into account, then Kara's going into A tier. Then we have Shukaku who can go on T tier. Sasuke is going on S tier. Do you know why Sasuke is going on S tier? Because of the fucking character development. Like, Sasuke has been through so many stages. Like, I cannot even name all of them. Yeah, like, he's basically a wanderer now. It's like the Wild West music. Every time I see Sasuke, I get the Wild West music in my head. You have to agree with me that Sasuke has the most character development. You have to. If you don't agree with me, you're just wrong. Then we have Katsuyo. Don't really care about you. Okay, we have Orochimaru. Like, Orochimaru was the big villain in Ochi, right? The final boss of Ochi. But in like Shippuden, he got outpowered from all those other big guys like Obito, Madara, and didn't actually become a villain. Like in the end, he wasn't even a villain anymore. So yeah, A tier. Then we have Kabuto. Kabuto is also going on A tier. I really like it, Kabuto's character arc where he went through this, identity crisis. I think that was really unique. Then we have these two guys. They were, forgot their names, god damn it. They yeah. They just kind of disappeared by the end. They weren't there. Yamato, my boy. Yamato was also introduced in the second arc with Sai. The thing with Yamato was that when Kabuto got him and when Yamato became part of the Geto statue, we never saw him again. Until the end. 1T tier, I'm sorry Yamato. Okay, C tier. So, what the hell happened here? Can somebody explain it to me, what happened to Anko? Meh. She was fine. Just fine. So she can go into the middle part. Chugo, Karin, and Sagetsu, I will put them all on T tier. Karin will actually go up to C tier. But I'm putting her onto T tier because I found her so annoying. Super annoying. Sagetsu on T tier because we only really saw him fight in the 5 Kage arc, and same with Chugo. They weren't anything special. I didn't enjoy them that much. They did get more screen time than Kiba and Shino, but also Kiba and Shino are one of their OGs. They have been here since forever. So that's why I'm keeping them there. Because I like them more than these three. Then we have Hanzo. I guess he can also go on T tier. I will put him on F tier, but then we had this episode with the Samurai episode, and he actually had really good backstory, so respect. Sasuke's talent. When we learned more about Itachi's backstory and stuff like that, they wanted to do the coup. He was one of the leaders of the coup d'etat. But then when they faced off Itachi, they didn't even fight Itachi. Sasuke's dad is going on C tier. Come on, is this even a question? So we have Tanzo. Tanzo is the failed version of Tobirama. Kinda. But also he was a pretty good character. He was... the show, loved to make me hate him so much, He was so hated by me and by probably many people. Everyone just wished for his death. Not everyone. There were some people who actually really think Tanzo's way is the right way. I don't think so. If you think that, then that's fine to me. I'm not gonna put him in the F tier because he was actually a really good character. I just don't agree with him all, so he's going on to B tier with Tobirama. So these two characters can go on F tier because fuck them. Sakura, oh boy. But the thing is, with Sakura, she was actually pretty decent in the first arc. There was big hopes for her. And also she was pretty good at taking control of medical stuff. Also, I still hate her for doing a fake conversion on Naruto to make Naruto stop chasing after Sasuke. I still hate her for that, so I guess Sakura can go in the middle. I think Hinata is better. The only reason why Hinata is better is because Hinata is the waifu, okay? Rin. Kinda the thing with Rin is, she's more like a lore character to me. Because you only see her in flashbacks and also when Obito dies, right? I don't really care about Rin that much. It was more about Obito, the whole story with her, so she's going on the T tier and Obito's going on S tier because why not? I have 3 Uchihas on S tier. I would never expect that. Anyway, Obito is really controversial. It's 50% of the community loves him and 50% of community hates him. I just liked Obito. I liked how, in the end, after Obito realized Madara manipulated him, and then he realized that that Black Setsu manipulated Madara. When he realized that, he quickly, switched sides again because he saw the Infinite Tsukiomi wasn't possible anymore. So he tried to fix stuff that he did. So that's huge respect for him. Also, I kinda enjoyed those Obito flashbacks, even though there were a lot of repeated flashbacks, which At first, I didn't really mind, but like I think we saw the same flashback at least 4 times. Then we have Kuroguru, really fun character. I don't think he ever like actually found out the answer to his question, like how does it feel like to poop. He never did. He's also there with White Setsu. You know, the White Setsu hello or whatever it was. Hello. The clip was legendary, so that's also one of the funniest moments, I think. So they deserve to be in the middle. And at the end, we learned who actually White Setsus are. They're from the previous, like, Infinite Tsukiyomi, Kaguya thing, right? From the Vine Tree, the people. So, yeah. Black Setsu. He really had a fucking punchable face at the end of the series. Anyway, Black Setsu's going to go on B tier because behind every single manipulation thing, Black Setsu was behind that. Black Setsu was behind everything. Then we have Yahiko. We have Yahiko, Conan, and Pain. Yahiko and Conan can go on to B tier, and Nagato can go on the S tier. There's a lot of Uchihas here. So, also, yeah, like Pain's plan was more extreme version of, you know, modern life right now. Nukes, right? But he wanted the nations to use nukes once and then like rebuild, right? You haven't had a war between two superpowers in like 80 years, right? Or 75 years since World War II. There have been proxy wars, and I still think in the Naruto world, proxy wars are still gonna be a thing. Maybe not proxy wars between super nations or superpowers, but between smaller villages, you know. So you cannot have a full-on peace. That's impossible. Only with Infinite Tsukiyomi. But Bane's idea was good. It was a really good argument. Itachi's gonna go on S tier. I have 4 Uchihas on the S tier now. Itachi was just awesome, in my opinion. Some people call him overrated, and I think Itachi has the most fans in the community, like a lot of fans. You know, it's for a good reason. Itachi is a great character. Being loyal to the village from the start to end, hiding the truth from Sasuke. Like, he was ready to die with Sasuke not knowing who he truly was. Then we have Kisame. Damn, bro. Kisame was also one of the stronger Akatsuki members. Anyway, Kisame is going on B tier. I liked him a lot. Kakuzu is going on C tier. I really liked his partner killing things. And then Hidan came up. You know, Hidan is the immortal. And Kakuzu couldn't kill his own partner anymore. Also, this is just... I mean, Hidan was the weakest character in Akatsuki. But he's definitely A tier for me because I loved Hidan so much. It's more like a personal enjoyment thing. And that's the reason why Hidan is on A tier. Deidara and Sasori can go both into B tier. They were great. Their back and forth was amazing to listen to. And when they were reanimated, it was still amazing. Then we have Lady Shio. Lady Shio is the reason why Kara is still alive. So I will put Lady Shio on B tier. We have the Raikage. I disliked him at first. Not even sure like why. I think because he disagreed with Naruto, and then like when I thought about it a lot after that episode, I was like, oh shit, Raikage is right. Why should you trust Naruto right now? And then I just started to love Raikage, so he's going on A tier. You know, his name is A, and he's also on A tier. Darui can go on to B tier, I think. Also, I think, yeah, Darui is the next Raikage. I saw that in the chapter 700. I mean, who even? C can go on F tier, man. Like, Darui is so much better than C. Also her. Kagashi. I have to put Kagashi on S tier, man. Like, I feel like I have too many people on S tier, but I think I have to. I just have to. Kagashi was here from episode 1 of Shippuden, episode 1 of OG until the very end. Become the 6th Hokage, was the teacher for Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, and I think he deserves to be there with Obito and S tier. Then we have Killer P, I think. Is that Killer P? I think that's Killer P from the chapter 700, right? Tier B is going on A tier with A. His raps were amazing, by the way.
俺は覗きでお前は元気見ているてめえらの天気
I think I'm moving Raikage onto B tier. Kinda ironic, right? I think I enjoyed B a lot more than Raikage. I don't think I will put Killer B on S tier, so this must happen. It's ironic. You know, they switch places, A and P. Haha. Anyway. Then we have Kyuki. Kyuki is going on C tier. I enjoyed Kyuki. I enjoyed Kyuki more than Shukaku and Katsu. Katsu is not even a tail beast, but you know, yeah. And I enjoyed Kurama the most, so I think this is fair. Then we have Amui. No, I forgot your name again. It's this girl's teammate. So Samui can go here. I don't really care for Samui at all. But I actually like this guy a little bit more. I don't know why. I just liked him more. I guess it's the lollipop. I don't know why. He just has this like more unique style to him than Samui and Kamui. No, it wasn't Kamui. Kamui was the I don't know. This was the bendy guy, right? He just popped out of nowhere. Maybe it was a part of the filler or something. I'm not sure. Equal to like Robert style. Onoki. Oh, look at Onoki. He's so old in this picture. Onoki is definitely going on A tier. I think he's one of my favorite Kages. Yeah, first saw him, I mean. I didn't like Onoki. I thought he's a fence sitter who he was, you know, we actually was before. People called Onoki the fence sitter. It means he picks sides according to his liking, right? I always thought maybe Onoki is gonna go on Obito's side for some reason. For like self-gain. But it turned out to be wrong, and he was also one of the MVPs in the Great War. The granddaughter, she can go into D tier, and this other guy can go into F tier. From chapter 700, we saw her becoming the next Chuchikage. Also, this guy. This was the second Mizukage, and I'm putting him onto C tier because of the, you know, the fuckery that was going on with him and you know, the Shinobi Alliance. It feels like he was taking the piss, you know. He was like where are you aiming at? It was so funny. Like, I think those are still my the most funniest episodes I watched of Naruto. Then we have the Mizukage, and she's going on to B tier with the Raikage. You become the next Mizukage. But Shoshiri, right? I'm gonna put him on C. I don't know. He has really funny looking sword. Iroka, the best sensei in the world, is going on A tier because of course he is, right? You have to have him on A tier. There's no way you can't. Ow. Don't really care. He's a boomer. He's a definition of a boomer. Dagata, he had a really nice filler arc that I enjoyed. But I don't really care. Also, Jiraiya, you can hate me, but I'm putting him on A tier. I did cry when he died. I enjoyed his character a lot. I wasn't expecting him to die. I think with Jiraiya, I personally enjoyed all these other characters more than Jiraiya, but Jiraiya was one of the first tragic deaths of the series. I don't think Osama was that tragic, but because I realized Osama was killed off because of Shikamaru's character development. You can say that Jiraiya was killed off because of that, but no. Jiraiya was killed by Yahiko, or Nagato was the previous student of Jiraiya's, and oh my god, it's so poetic how everything turned out, right? It's so poetic. But again, like, I enjoyed him as much like Iruka. Like, Iruka and Jiraiya, I think they're kinda similar how they are to Naruto. They're both basically their teachers. Same with Kakashi. Iruka was a teacher to Naruto when, you know, he was still academy student. Then Naruto was part of Team 7 and Kakashi was like teaching him. And then when he was wandering off with Jiraiya became his teacher. So I think like Kakashi, Jiraiya and Iruka are like connected the same way to Naruto. I might get some dislikes for putting Shiraya on A tier, but I don't think I enjoyed him as much to put him on S tier. I fucking loved Shiraya though. I loved Shiraya as much as I loved Tsunade and Orochimaru. I guess it's kind of poetic that they're together, right? The three Chunin. Chunin? No. Sanin. Sanin. Yeah. Then we have the final two characters who are Minato and Kushina. They're both gonna go into A tier because they are so fucking sweet. I think I'm gonna put Minato in S tier actually. I'm gonna put Minato in S tier. That's because of all the reanimation stuff. If Minato was never reanimated, I will put him on A tier, but the goodbye with Naruto after Kaguya died was one of the most emotional episodes, I think. I guess if there was a S plus tier, Ichiraku and Ichiraku's daughter can go on S plus tier, and then we have less stuff on S tier, but yeah, I think this is fine. I think I'm happy with this one. I'm not gonna make any changes. So you can let me know what you thought of this tier list. If you agree with something, let me know, and if you disagree, then let me also know. I wanna hear your opinions about this, and yeah. Anyway, I will see you next time. I hope you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye bye.